Now let's get into the explore or the experiment. When you click on the link, you will see that it takes you to a Nearpod. You're going to want to grab your name from Google. Anatomy of a Cell, Explore 1. First, we've got some open-ended questions to answer. So, what functions do animals need to perform to grow and thrive? You can either type your response here or you can record the audio. The second question, what function do plants need to perform to grow and thrive? Again, you can type your response or record your audio, whatever you prefer. Lastly, what functions do cells need to perform to grow and thrive? Again, you can type or record your audio. The cell is the basic structural and functional unit in living organisms. I did want to remind you of that vocabulary word, seeing as we are talking about the anatomy of cells. Next, we're going to be doing a drag and drop activity. It says sort the functions into the correct column. On the top of these, you are going to want to put animal, plant, and cell. Next, you're going to be taking all of these items that you see below and sorting them into which category you think makes the most sense. So you're going to sort cell division. One cell divides into two to create offsprings to wherever you think that goes. Stoma brings CO2 into the leaf and removes O2. Again, you're going to drag and drop. Mitochondria, an organelle that breaks down sugars to release energy in a form usable by the cell. It is the powerhouse of the cell. Respiratory system brings O2 into the body and removes CO2. Digestive system breaks down plant and animal matter taken in as food into a form that the cell can use to supply energy. Again, you're dragging these into wherever column you think is best. I would like you to pause. When you are done, unpause. Now that you have sorted all of them, you can see these are the correct answers. So this is where everything should have ended up. Under animal is the digestive system, respiratory system, skeleton, brain, epidermis, and reproductive system. Under plant is producer, photosynthesis, pollination, vegetative, stoma, ground tissue, epidermis, and reproductive system. And under cell is the mitochondria, the chloroplast, cell division, cell membrane, cell wall, and nucleus. Next, we have an 18-question quiz. What type of function is the digestive system? So with each of these 18 questions, it's always going to say what type of function is and then the item. For each of them, you've got the same 7 choices: transportation of nutrients, energy need, waste removal, protection, support, provide instruction or control, and reproduction. For each of these, I'm just going to pick A because I obviously do not want to give you the answer. What type of function is the respiratory system? What type of function is the skeleton? What type of function is brain? What type of function is epidermis? What type of function is the reproductive system? This would be a great time for me to mention that some of them have more than one correct answer. What type of function is producer? What type of function is photosynthesis? What type of function is pollination? What type of function is vegetative proclamation? What type of function stoma? What type of function is ground tissue? What type of function is mitochondria? What type of function is chloroplast? What type of function is cell division? What type of function is cell membrane? What type of function is cell wall? And what type of function is the nucleus? Afterwards, it will tell you how many you got right. I clearly did not do so well, but if you click on my answers, it will show you the correct answers. Then we have a couple of open-ended questions to finish up. What functions do animals, plants, and cells have in common? You can type your response or record your audio. After each question, the correct answer is shown. All three require life functions such as nutrients to enter the body, waste to leave the body, an outer layer of protection, a body structure for support, a way to reproduce, a source of energy, and a control system. Why were some functions for plants, animals, and cells different? Again, you're going to type your response or record your audio. Plants, animals, and cells all need energy to survive, but each has a different way of collecting and processing the energy. Animals have a skeletal system to provide a rigid structure, but plants need cell walls to provide a similar structure. And the last question. How are all cells like a unicellular organism? You're going to type your response or record your audio, whatever you prefer. Each cell is like a unicellular organism because it has the same life functions that are needed to grow and thrive, such as collecting and processing energy, collecting nutrients, protection, waste removal, and reproduction. And that is it. Thanks for working along with me to do Explore 1.